Then we process security. Now, when you get to security policy, as things are looking at the security policy, it looks at source zone, destination zone. I'm sorry, I'm not writing things up in the exact order, and that's actually matters in this case. Source zone, source address. We got what? HIP. We got destination zone, destination address, application, port, and then other. Okay, URL filtering, yada yada. Well, app override. Look at port. Okay. So when you create your my FTP application, you don't really create an application. You select when it's FTP on TCP 21. Now you could go farther and create an actual signature, but in this lab you didn't. So all you ended up was creating something that was TCP 21, right? Well, so now you got some traffic coming through here. It's on TCP 21, and you've got your application override policy. Let's pretend you didn't. We don't have an application override policy rule just yet. Okay, we forgot. Now I got my traffic coming over here on TCP 21, and the very first thing that it looks at source, I'm allowed for source zone and destination zone, and look, that's my application of FTP, okay? And then I'm also on 21, port 21. So your application, since you didn't create a signature for it, not going to show up here. If you did it on port 22, it's going to miss this altogether because this is probably set for TCP 21 or adapt default or something like that. But as soon as you create your FTP on TCP 21 over here, this app override sees this first. We're going to actually see port protocol. Then we override it. That's the reason that Jim's right. If you create your own custom application, it will override the security. If I created my own FTP application, it would override Palo Alto's FTP application. But we didn't do that in this rule. We created an application name called TCP 21. Well, we didn't override FTP, we just preempted it, okay? But if I wanted to create my own FTP, I'd catch some FTP Wireshark, I'd look at some stuff in the hex, I'd find myself a signature, I'd create a signature using regex, I'd actually create a signature. That would override our FTP app. But this right here, just assigning a particular port and saying I override, that didn't create a whole other app, that just created something that's first to trigger on. Okay. That's why the other stuff wasn't overridden when you got rid of the application.